champs is in. Yeah, yeah.
I just hike the ball and I look for the open man. The zone, I'm trying to get in. Open the play with the book of the champion. Get flipped if you trying to get in. I got the front defense, they got the end. Going for long on first and the 10. Gotta go hard, we gotta get all. No loss or excuses, cause we gotta win. They say they sleep, must not be a fan. Get at your mans and mess up your plan. Look at your stands and look at your hand. I do what I want and you do what you can. I do it for fans, you do it for fame. EA Sports, we in the game. EA. I am the coach and the player of the game. They gon' remember the name.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop the throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Check. 198.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
He's going to get it running right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit, Detroit. Hot, hot.
They'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up first and 10. Now a give. This is Murray. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Ready. 3-19. 3-19. Z. Under.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, T.J. Watt, there on the coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's got some space here. Still staying, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 27 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, it's Taylor again. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Taylor on 1st down. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Taylor. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 3rd down, Taylor. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
He'll drop to throw. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing?
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 41 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
3 down. Ready. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Taylor. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Taylor, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Javon Hargrave getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, 60 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So much for a little 5-yard pass play to your tight end. They made him a deep ball threat there, and it worked out.
Times have changed, haven't they? Those used to be plays that we would clip and save because you didn't see it very often. Big tight end, deep downfield catching a pass. Now it's almost standard. That's a big part of everyone's offense. Get it to those guys because they're not just tight ends anymore. They're athletes.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Z. Ready. 319.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Olivier Vernon in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Z.
Now Taylor to throw. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready. 319. Z. Two jet.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Forced out to his left. It's caught inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
On first down, it's Taylor. Buying time to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Taylor now off the bootleg, rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. We'll tie the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well. I
love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
On 3rd and goal, Taylor. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This one from 35 yards away. And Boswell's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Ready. 319. 319. Two jet.
Here's Taylor to throw. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Taylor, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Third and long, it's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff looking right. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they'll go with a ground attack here. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Good! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. To Barkley on the check down. He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back to throw now on 1st down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 3rd down, it's right, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Giants add on to their lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. So that one will be accepted. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Taylor. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Taylor. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Emmanuel Sanders, 28 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. New York set to take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. A handoff to Barkley. And some space here. Space to run past the 20. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Running left, it's Barkley. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll look to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. It's the fullback. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hey, we got 3 down. Z. Ready, flag, 32.
Now Taylor on first down. Flush to his right. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Taylor. Being chased out left. Man open left side is Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw is Taylor. Steps away to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Taylor, and he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's third down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Giants on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is third down and 12. Now back to throw. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Taylor. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now out come the Giants. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.